Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Marquita here for late nights, early mornings, and today I'm going to be doing the battle of the Yoni gels. So for those of you who might be wondering what exactly is a Yoni gel, now I'm going to provide you with a little definition just based on a combination of what I've seen across all of these pages, the websites, and that would be a Yoni gel would be considered a feminine wash that is intended to help prevent things such as vaginal itch, vaginal odor, conditions like bacterial vaginosis, which is also known as BV, and that is basically just a bacterial infection. Yeast infections, it helps reduce dryness, so adds a little moisture down there, keeps your pH balance, which can also reduce some of those issues. And they do these things without the use of harsh chemicals, fragrances, or any other ingredients that might be irritating to your area. Also in the colors. So the dye that you see, or the colors that you see, are not made through chemical-based dyes that could cause irritation to your area. So the three companies that I'm going to be talking about today are Salt XO, Precious You Skincare, and Goddess of the Sea Beauty. Now, I have done separate videos for Salt XO and Precious You Skincare, and I will link those at the end of this video. And I have done full product reviews for those two companies because I have ordered multiple times from them, and they have a variety of products that I have used and tried out, so I have reviews for those things as well. But today we're just going to be focusing on the Yoni gel, so this will only be about the Yoni gel from these three companies. I'm going to start with Salt XO, number one, because it's the first company that I ordered Yoni gel from. I guess you could say it's what put me onto the Yoni gel game. And with Salt XO, I found out about this company from a friend of mine who was already ordering from them and was had gone on and on about how great they were. And so I decided to give them a try. So when they had their restock date, I decided to order, see if I liked it, and as you can see, I'm sitting here months later and I'm still ordering from them, so that would be a yes that I liked it. So let me get into a little bit of basic info. Salt XO is based in Florida. I want to say that the owner is originally from Miami, but is currently operating in Orlando. And Salt XO markets itself as a luxury brand, okay? So when you hear things with the title luxury, you know that you're going to be paying for that. And it's not, I would not call it super expensive. Is it more expensive than a typical body wash? Yes, but all of them are. But the Yoni gel specifically formulated for your feminine area. However, you can use it full body. I use mine full body and it still cleanses everywhere. The products or the ingredients are organic, and the products are organic, so they are, you're getting good quality products. So, and it's not a super high price. Is it more pricier than your average item? Yes, but is it like ridiculously overpriced? In my opinion, no, for the quality of what you're getting. So I just want to show you the Yoni gel here from Salt XO. It runs for $18 a bottle. It is 8 ounces. The colors vary. Even in my last order, I got 3 bottles and I have 3 different colors. They do contain chia seeds. I'm just trying to zoom in so you can see it in there. And that is actually something that I listed as one of the cons for this particular for the Yoni gel. And I wouldn't say it's my personal con, but I know that I've seen other customers talk about it. And just in general, if you are someone who's looking at Yoni gels, I just want to put it out there. So I list it as a con for a couple of reasons. One, because for me personally, my experience with the seeds is that they tend to get caught up in, I use a bath sponge, poof, whatever. They can get caught up in that. And so, as you go to shower, you keep seeing these little seeds in there. And at one point, I forgot that that's what was in the gel. And I was like, do I have little bugs in my sponge? Like, what's going on? So yeah, they can get caught up in there. I've seen people say that they have had them get stuck in their area. I haven't experienced that, but that's just it's possible for sure. And so people don't necessarily tend to be a fan of them for that reason, but they still love the gel. So I know at one point they did offer the Yoni gel without the seeds, but I don't think that's going to be a commonplace thing for them. So chances are, if you order from Salt XO, you're going to get Yoni gel with the seeds like this. Because this was just the last order that I ordered last month, near the end of last month, and it came with the seeds. At one time they were doing it where it's like you may or may not get the seeds, but I think they were just kind of trying it out. So they're going to be sticking to the seeds, and it wasn't something that you could choose. It was just kind of luck of the draw. So the seeds do not having the seeds or not having the seeds does not impact the effectiveness of the gel. They are really just there just as part of the design of the gel, I guess you could say. They could have a little bit of an exfoliating factor, but other than that, they don't do anything in terms of effectiveness. So they're just there. The other con that I have for Salt XO is they only offer one type of Yoni gel, and by one type I mean you get this. They don't have any other formulas, so there's no, you get, it could be different colors, but it's still the same gel. They do offer travel size now. That's something new. So like I said, the regular size is 8 ounces, which is this bottle, and then you can also get the travel size, which are 4-ounce bottles. So now they offer travel size, but there is no option in terms of some brands have, since one that's formulated for more sensitive areas. People might have sensitive skin, sensitive area, or just other scents or whatever, or levels of intensity with the gel, and Salt XO does not offer that yet. And I say yet because they are always coming out with something new, so that could be something coming down the pipe. So that's just something that I put as a con. For me, I don't have sensitive skin or a sensitive area, so that's not a personal con, because it's not something that I have to have or need in order to use their product. But for people who do need that, or at least just like to have the option, it's not available with Salt. They do have another con is that they have specific restock dates. It's typically 1 to 2 times a month, and so that means that the only way to get this gel, like when you go on their website, it's not just always up there that you can just go order whenever you feel like it. You have to go on the restock dates. Now, there are some products that they are working on keeping what they call like the always in stock products. So it's like typically usually in stock even outside of the restock dates, but the Yoni gel is not one of those products. So you pretty much have to order it on restock dates, which I'm going to put a shameless plug in there. The next restock date is July 23rd. So that is a Friday. So Friday, July 23rd at noon is the next restock date for Salt XO. So if you're interested in purchasing from them, then you have a chance coming up this Friday. What else was I going to say about that? Oh, and in terms of another somewhat of a con, and the reason I say it's a con is just because it's $18 in comparison to the other Yoni gels I'm going to be talking about. It is the most expensive, so that's why I just call it a con. For it's not personal, again, not a personal con for me, but it might be for somebody who is on a budget or is just looking for the most budget friendly Yoni gel to try out or to use. So just keep that in mind. But again, organic, luxury brand, premium ingredients, so just keep that in mind when you're shopping Salt XO. I have not, another thing that could be a con, again, not a con for me, but could be a con for some people, is that it's an online only business. So you can only purchase these products online. So you do have to pay for shipping in most cases. But, like I said, the company's based in Florida. So even if they had a brick and mortar store, it would probably be in Florida, and I'm in Northern Virginia, so it wouldn't benefit me anyway. So again, not a personal con with it being an online only store, but for some who just maybe want to go see the products before they order or whatnot, even though you can see it online, they show it on the videos and all that. They're really good about that. I know some people just like to see things up close and personal. You can't get that with the Salt XO products, so just keep that in mind. But I haven't found the need for that. Everything I've ordered has been great and I love, so again, just keep that in mind. All right, on to the next thing I have here is the Precious You skincare, and I have the travel size versions here because this is all 3 that they offer, so I just want to be able to showcase all of them. The travel sizes are 4 ounces in comparison to their standard sizes, 8 ounces, which I also have. So they do offer, unlike Salt, They do offer a variety of Yoni gels. So you have 3 different types. You have the Ocean Breeze, which is the one that has the most intensity, in my opinion, in terms of Yoni gels. Now, I do want to note there is a intense peppermint, and I mean, intense is in the name, so what do you expect? But I don't think it's necessarily classified as a Yoni gel, so that's the only reason that I did not mention that. But I'm not sure. It came in my travel set too, which was supposed to be like a Yoni gel travel set, so maybe it is a Yoni gel. So if I'm wrong on that, that's my bad, but I will go ahead and mention it just so you know. There is one called Intense Peppermint, comes in travel size and full size of 8 ounces, and that one is what it says, intense peppermint. So you get that cooling feeling. The Ocean Breeze would probably be the next step down from that, and again, it gives you the intensity in terms of, it feels like a peppermint patty in between your legs. That's the best way I can describe it. You know, it's a cooling sensation, a minty sensation. To me, it's not unpleasant. Just know that if you're not used to that, it could be a little like woo when you first feel it for the very first time. But I think like anything else, once you start using the product more, you get used to it. But I like the feeling, I like the way it works, but just a heads up that you'll get that with the Ocean Breeze for sure. Just like Salt XO, the colors vary. My first Ocean Breeze one was blue. As you can see, it's pink now. So the colors mean nothing other than just more of a decorative thing. It does not impact effectiveness or the scent or the level of intensity. The other one is the South Beach Yoni Wash. That one is less intense in terms of that cooling sensation, but it does smell really good. And again, these things do have the naturalness. They are, the colors and everything is natural. These dyes should not irritate you. If you do have a sensitive area, the Simplicity Yoni Wash is the one for sensitive skin. So you can order that one as well. And again, all 3 or all 4 really, including the Intense Peppermint, all of them come in the full size 8 ounces. And their prices go from $8 to $16. I want to say the full size is just $16, and $8 for the small one. I bought the set, which is something I would recommend if you are maybe just wanting to try the Yoni gels. You can try all 4, and you can get this set, the 4-ounce set, and it was $28 or $26. I can't remember. However, I did do a full review on this, and like I said, I'll link that video at the end of this one, so you can watch that and check out more about the company. So again, this is Precious You Skincare, and so we talked about the price. The full size is $16.99. The 3 types we went through, and also, like I said, I'm not sure if Intense Peppermint is considered a Yoni gel, but you know, it's also another one. And then they restock every Friday. So that's a big pro for me, is that they restock every Friday. So even though it might take a while for shipping, that is something across all 3 brands, is that they take that good 1 to 2 weeks to process your order before it actually ships out to you. So just keep that in mind when you're ordering, but that's kind of the case with any small businesses. So just note and keep that in mind. So when you're ordering, make sure that you order enough to kind of get you through a time frame, and then also in time to, one, have a restock, and then place another order and get it delivered to you. So just keep that in mind when you order. A lot of people do, you know, kind of use those restocks to order a lot so that they have access. However, now that Precious You does restocks every Friday, you know, you can order pretty much as needed. So you can order once a week and make sure that you always have your favorite items in stock. So again, big pro for Precious You. None of the other 2 offer that right now. They have scheduled restocks. This company is also based in Florida. I don't know if I think I mentioned Salt XO is based in Florida. They're based in the Orlando area, I believe, and Precious You is based in Miami Beach. They are also online only. They do not have a storefront either. So that can be a pro or con depending on how you look at it. Like I said, for me, it's not a personal con, but you know, to each their own. Let's see. Now let's move on to Goddess of the Sea Beauty. Goddess of the Sea Beauty, this is their 8 ounce again. So like everybody has the 8 ounces. So that's something they all have in common. You can see I am currently using it, which is why it's down to here. I use this as my daily wash right now. This is the Premium Nectar, and like Precious You Skincare, Goddess of the Sea Beauty does offer 3 varieties of Yoni gels. So the premium, which would be the third one, is their probably most intense, I guess, if you want to call it, say intense. I don't find it super strong. It does have the cooling sensation for sure, and it does last for a little bit. But I don't find it too intense. But it is the, I guess you could say, top tier of the 3 Yoni gels that they have. They also offer a sweet nectar, which is kind of the good medium, not quite as intense, not necessarily sensitive. And then they have the delicate nectar, which is the one that you will order if you need like the sensitive skin or whatever. So yes, you have a variety there. They all come in the 8-ounce bottles. The prices range from $8 to $16. I want to say that 16 is the price for the 8-ounce bottle, and then for the 4-ounce bottles, which would be like travel size, those will be the $8 ones. They do have a brick and mortar store. They are located in the Georgia area. I want to say it's around the Atlanta area. I don't think I wrote down Locust Grove, Georgia. So you can go visit the brick and mortar store that is open on some weekends. If you follow them on social media, they do make posts when they're going to be open and the times that they're going to be open. And it's pretty much only on weekends, but they do list when they're going to be open. So if you're ever in that area, then hey, check them out in the brick and mortar store. And then they also have specific restock dates, just like Salt XO. So they're not available all the time. And I will say, from what I've seen, when they restock, you know, their Yoni gels and shower gels do tend to sell out during the restock. So they're not available like after that. So you have to wait till the next restock. So that could be looked at as, I guess, kind of a con, is that, again, accessibility for Salt XO and for Goddess of the Sea Beauty is a little more limited because you have to really wait for the restock dates to get the Yoni gels. Like I said, Salt XO has other products that are available, but for the Yoni gels, you're pretty much on a restock dates only. So those things can be kind of a con in terms of, you know, accessibility, and also just like everybody, for me, I think Salt must know when I get paid, because I swear their last 2 or 3 restocks have been on my paydays, so they just are like, give me your money. But you know, depending on when you get paid and all that, you may have to really plan for the restocks. I will say they do a pretty good job of letting you know in advance when they're going to restock, usually at least a couple weeks out. But if you're someone who's really on a budget or really has to plan how and when you spend your money, having those kind of designated restock dates may not be the best thing for you. And that's where Precious You Skincare kind of comes in, because they have a restock date every Friday. So you know for a fact, like, no matter how you're budgeting or where you're planning, hey, on Friday I am going to be able to access these products, or I can order, or if you need to order or whatever. So that's the one benefit, and I think that puts Precious You above the other 2, is that they have more accessibility, just because you're able to get their products every week if you need to. I think for Goddess of the Sea Beauty, that's really the only other only thing I have there. All of them across the board are small Black-owned businesses, female-owned. They all produce the results that they are claiming to produce. I have not experienced any irritation or any negative results from using any of the products. I enjoy all of them. I will continue to order from all 3 companies. So definitely this was not an intention to bash any of them. It's just to kind of put the comparison out there in case you're someone who's maybe seen one or all of these companies in your social media, maybe ads or whatnot, or if you heard about it from word of mouth and you're just curious about Yoni gels or whatnot. I would say if you order from any of these companies, you will probably be satisfied with your Yoni gel. Again, it's just a matter of preference. And like I said, the only thing with this one that may really be an issue is if you don't care for them seeds. Just know that you're probably going to get them with the Salt XO, but with the other 2 companies, you won't get, they do not have seeds in them, so they're just gels. So keep that in mind. They also offer a variety of types in terms of sensitive skin, or, you know, different levels of intensity with that cooling sensation. But I would say, you know, to me, I don't find any of them to be too intense, and I'm not against the cooling sensation at all. So they all have worked for me so far. But I just want to get on here, give you guys a good little comparison. And like I said, for Salt XO and Precious You, I have already done individual product hauls with featuring other products that they sell and carry. So I'll link those at the end of this video. If you like what you see, please give it a thumbs up. And also, if you know of any other brands that maybe you would like for me to try, or if you just have any more questions I can try and answer about my experience using the Yoni gels, please put them in the comments below. I do want to say that I've noticed that I've gained a few subscribers over the past few weeks, and I just want to say welcome and thank you so much. I really do try to respond to people when they ask questions or post comments down in the comment section of a video, and I do listen to what you guys have to say. So please feel free to comment. And again, like I say, if you have any suggestions on anything, whether it be a certain brand you'd like to see me try or you're curious about, or any type of content that maybe you like, or somewhere you like to see me order from, just drop it down in the comments below. Or if you've used one of these brands before, let me know your experience and tell me, do you think they're great or good, or are you hooked on them? I consider myself a Salt Bae because I definitely love Salt XO, and I definitely order tons from Precious U out the stock myself, because I honestly could use their do weekly ordering from them if I didn't exhibit a little bit of self-control, because I do love the products that I've gotten from all of these companies. And again, I just can't say it enough. These are Black owned small businesses, women owned, so I definitely don't feel bad supporting them at all. I love it. I love what they're doing, and I highly encourage you to give them a try, especially if you're in the market for a Yoni gel. And like I said, this is not just limited to your feminine area. You can use these body washes full body, or these gels rather, full body. So please keep that in mind and just realize that you're not just buying something that's limited to just one part of your body. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.